I know, sweetie. I was like, I had to work.
Listen, Cabo and Nobu, like, I mean,
I know.
you might have to start opening Lemmon Avenue Plastic Surgeries in many states, like you and Mark.
Right? It's funny because she's actually really fairly low maintenance when it comes to most things, except for food. But I will tell you, like, she goes to Nobu and she just orders like white rice. It's funny, but she just likes the vibe.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with Nobu. There's nothing wrong with a Nobu.
No, well, and she's a sweetie.
I mean, I saw when you were in Switzerland, you ran into Tamra Judge.
Yes, Tamra and Eddie. I love them.
This was right before it was announced that she was going back to OC, like, or right after she was announced before.
It was right after, yeah. She was about to start filming, and they had a wedding to go to, and Italy, and she had DM'd me. She was like, we're in Switzerland or whatever, and I was like, oh, well, come with us. And we met for a drink, and then we talked them into coming along with us because Mark knows Switzerland so well. So we all hung out in St. Moritz. We had the best time.
How did Tamra seem? Like, it was right. Did she seem excited, nervous?
I mean, a little both, but she was excited. Like, I feel like she was in a really great headspace.
Do you watch any of the Housewife shows now, or you just
don't? I'm sorry. I maybe I'll watch OC to see Tamra. They're filming right now though, I think, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe when that one comes out, I'll watch it. Then I can like talk to you about it.
Do you watch any, like, do you have any guilty pleasures, or do you just work? I mean, I'm a workaholic, so no judgment, but okay. I am a work, but like, do you have like, me? No, I listen, who doesn't, I mean, you love what you do, right? Like, if you love what you do, you work.
I love what I do. I will say, yeah, I mean, at night, like, I'll come home, but we have family dinner tonight. I mean, most nights together, and then I'll put Zuri to bed, and usually I'll, turn on Netflix or Hulu or something, but usually I watch scripted TV or movies now.
Do you have like a favorite scripted show that you're like obsessed with these days?
Well, I loved White Lotus. The new one just came out, but I've only watched one episode. I don't feel like I'm in love with it as much. I mean, I kind of just flipped through things. The Watcher I just watched, which was pretty good.
Which was great.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I watched Dahmer. Ugh, that was rough.
I thought it was great though.
It was. I mean, it was great, but
yeah. I hardly watch anything unless I need to watch it for this job of mine. This is what my life has become. If it's like someone's not coming on, I don't have the time.
Right. You don't have the time to watch everything.
But Dahmer, I was like, I have to watch this. And like, I just couldn't, I was like, I couldn't look away.
No, I couldn't either. I couldn't stop watching it. It's horrifying.
What is going on? I saw you recently had Tanya Sam from Real Housewives of Atlanta into Lemmon Avenue Plastic Surgery.
Yes, I love her. She is awesome. We met at the Kentucky Derby years ago. And so she was just I will tell you, I was really blown away at the support of like the Bravo community in Atlanta. Like Tanya came out and I injected her, and then Toya Harris from Married to Medicine came out, and they were just it was just great. They're so supportive, which, I mean, that just is a testament to Bravo and all the girls on the shows.
It's like a community.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody should support everybody, and they really have, which is fantastic.
Well, you say you're too busy working to go back to the Real Housewives of Dallas if it ever came back on the air. But, Taylor Armstrong has broken the mold now that she traded in her diamond for an orange. So you are splitting your time now, part-time.
Between Atlanta. Yeah.
So you're already, do you know any of the other Atlanta housewives? Like, do you know any of them?
I mean, I've met some of them, but don't know them well at all. So yeah. Well, I mean, Toya, but and Tanya.
Would you ever consider, if someone called and said, would you consider a peach in Atlanta? Would you ever consider this?
I think it would be tough because, I have a kid and she goes to school in Dallas. So I think the commute would probably kill me.
Well, you're a world traveler. You could do,
I know,
4
like
days
maybe,
here.
Like a little guest appearance here and there, something like that. I wouldn't mind at all. But, I'd be tough on my family and my practice here.
What
my
about
patients would be like, they'd be like really upset. They'd have to fly to Atlanta.
Well, there's probably like a threshold too, like you say, because like you have these patients, like I would imagine after they get over the initial excitement, oh, it's Cary from, I would imagine like if you act a complete fool, at some point your patients might be like, wait, are you more of a reality star or like a real certified nurse that's injecting me with needles every day?
That's the thing. And that was always Mark and I's issue with Housewives and just reality TV in general, is that, we're held to a higher standard. We have medical licenses and we have educations, and we're very, it took a lot to get to where we are. And so it's a lot to lose. And I think that it's a different deal, and that was always something that really stressed Mark out, because it's just, we are medical professionals and like to the core. And we both are very, very anal retentive about that. And like obviously about our practice and being like the best in the community and the most highly educated. And him and I are both that way. So it's a lot.
And it's so much schooling. And like, I think what people don't realize, like when they come onto a show like Real Housewives, is like, here you are. And when it's over, like they will ask you to leave and the door will be shut. Whereas a business that you are actually running.
Your life with that is done and that's over. Like the minute Bravo fires you, like the minute they fired me, that was done, And so it's like, okay, fine. I have a career and, it was great working with you and I appreciate it and appreciate the opportunity. Like you have to look at it as a business.
Totally.
And a career move. For me, that's what it was.
What about Married to Medicine? You mentioned Toya. You're in the, would you like to join?
You never know.
Well, that's a lot different answer than you gave me about Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I would maybe hang with Toya or something, but I don't know any of the other girls. And I don't live there. So that'd be a stretch.
What is, because I started with saying, I am never met an injectable or a needle that I don't like. Like, what are there any trends? Thank you for thinking I've had nothing done. That's very nice of you. I tend to like a pretty natural look, I guess, as well. Although I don't like any movement on my forehead at all whatsoever.
Yeah. Which, has become the new natural.
It has become the new natural. I'm kind of crazy. Like, I have to usually say like, no, it's okay if I don't move. I really want that. But like, what are the trends? Like, do you see any trends? I've tried threading once.
Yeah. I do threads. I do, there's a